Hey there, so based on collated research in Harvard Business Review, they found that 70 to 90% of mergers and acquisitions actually don't work that well. They're considered failures. Now, given a lot of leaders are looking at mergers and acquisitions as a way to grow their businesses, this is not a good sign. And having seen the before and after of a major multi-billion-dollar merger and acquisition, I can understand why. It's like there's two different climates that have different qualities and flavors, and they're trying to come together to create a new climate, and there's some sort of difficulty or awkwardness in that process. It's also like, there's two or three people in a room, they're getting on well, they have a good dynamic, and then another one or two people enter the room and it changes the whole energy and dynamic of that room. And that's the same thing I believe happens on a subtle level with mergers and acquisitions. And I believe there's three reasons why this success rate of mergers and acquisitions is so low. The first reason is that the source essence of each company is somehow lost in the merger and acquisition. The source energy, the source essence that made those companies do well or perform as companies before the acquisition somehow gets lost and diluted. So there needs to be a new source, energy, vision, and mission that both companies can agree on and align with. The second reason I believe this failure rate is so high is because the leaders involved in the mergers and acquisitions are more looking at the tangibles of each of their businesses and why they want to merge together. The tangibles like the revenues, the market share, and they're not looking at the deeper intangibles that actually created those tangible results. They're not looking at the values, the standards, the cultural identity that each organization had, and they're not able to create a new cultural identity that they can merge with, that taking the best from both and creating a new entity, a new cultural identity that everyone can adapt to. And the third reason I believe that these mergers and acquisitions are not working so well is because there's not enough inner development going on in the minds of the people in the company, that they're so conditioned by their previous circumstance and the kind of etiquette and the way they did business, that when they create the new reality, they're not open to those possibilities. They're still conditioned by their previous circumstances. So it's by this deeper inner development that people are able to be more open to better possibilities. They're able to adapt to the new possibilities and make things work better. So there's my insight, and hopefully we can make mergers and acquisitions work better and create a better business environment for everyone.